how many people know you for what you do? So when I say you need to become more famous every day, working on becoming more famous every day, I mean you need to actively work on increasing the number of people who know you and recognize you for what you do. If you're an entrepreneur and you're not actively building your personal brand and increasing your visibility every single day, you're making success hard. You're making it harder than it needs to be, because in today's world, attention is currency and obscurity is your biggest enemy. Because if people don't know you exist, they can't buy from you. And if they don't see you as an authority, listen to me, they won't trust you. And if they don't trust you, they'll choose someone else, someone who they are familiar with, someone who made sure to stay in their faces, who continue to stay in front of them. It doesn't matter how great your product is or how innovative your ideals are or how much value you can offer. If people don't know who you are, none of it, listen to me, matters. The most successful entrepreneurs aren't necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They're the ones that stay in people's faces. They're the ones that people know. Visibility is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity. The longer you stay invisible, the longer you listen to me, the longer you stay invisible will be the longer you stay stuck. Every day you wait to build your presence is another day of struggling harder than you have to. So this is the question I have for you. How much longer are you willing to stay invisible? Or how much longer are you willing to be the best kept secret in your industry? Because that ain't helping you. But before I go any farther, first things first is I'm a realist. And my name is Donnie. And in this video, I'm going to show you why fame is your greatest asset and what it truly means to build influence and the 5 practical steps I took to become famous in my industry, or the go-to name in my industry. So let's start by talking about what fame exactly is. The word famous originated from the Latin word fama, which meant talk, rumor, or reputation. It was about what people said about someone. If people talked about you a lot, then you had fama. If people constantly had your name in their mouth, you had fama. If rumors was constantly being spread about you, you had fama, whether good or bad, you had fama. But as language evolved, fama transformed into the word we know today as famous, right? Because it's an English word, meaning, and then the word famous just means someone who is widely known and talked about, like an athlete, like LeBron James or Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan, like a singer, like Aaliyah, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, or like a leader in any field of technology, like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or Steve Jobs. So it just basically means how many people know you for what you do. So when I say you need to become more famous every day, working on becoming more famous every day, I mean you need to actively work on increasing the number of people who know you and recognize you for what you do. Think about celebrities like Kanye West. If you've seen him walking down the street, you'll instantly recognize him because you know his music, you know his public persona, and you even know some of his controversial moments, despite never meeting him in person. That's fame. It's when people who have never met you, but still know who you are and what you do, even if there's 5 people who are only able to recognize you for your work without ever meeting you, then you're famous. You're just famous on a small scale. The more people that know who you are for what you do, the bigger you become. And the bigger you become, the more trust you build. And this leads to effortless business opportunities. Entrepreneurs who understand this principle grow quickly because they recognize the leverage that fame gives them. Becoming famous literally makes everything easy. And when you become famous, it gives you 5 key benefits. It gives you, number 1, trust and credibility. 2, it gives you influence. 3, it expands your network. 4, it gives you compounding financial opportunities. And 5, it gives you personal satisfaction. Let me break these 5 things down to you, starting with number 1, trust and credibility. Fame adds a powerful layer of trust to your brand because Familiarity breeds confidence. People naturally gravitate toward names and faces they recognize. And names and faces that they recognize does two things. It reduces skepticism and it builds credibility. See, when your name consistently appears in conversation, media, and in social spaces, people begin to associate you with success and authority. And this perception is a game changer. It's literally a game changer because people assume that well-known figures didn't get to where they are by accident. They didn't get there by accident. They didn't get there because they just jumped and hopped into something. They got there because they were good at what they did. And this makes them more likely to trust and engage with you. See, in a competitive marketplace, fame provides an undeniable advantage, allowing you to capture attention and stand out from a crowd and attract opportunities with far less resistance than lesser known competitors. And number two, fame gives you influence. See, once you establish trust and credibility, you gain influence, which is one of the most powerful assets in business. Influence allows you to shape opinions, dictate trends, and even redefine industries, right? It gives you the ability to set the direction for fashion, whether you're in fashion, whether in lifestyle and technology. It gives you the ability to affect cultural moments. See, fame acts like a megaphone, giving you a big megaphone to yell out or broadcast your message far beyond your immediate audience, creating an impact on a much larger scale. See, when you're famous, you influence recommendations and endorsements because your recommendations and endorsements are not just suggestions, but powerful catalysts that drive consumer behavior and brand loyalty. See, when people trust you, they listen. And when they listen, they take action. Fame breaks like geographical barriers, allow you to tap into global markets and make your name synonymous with your industry. See, when you gain this influence, your reputation begins to precede you, and you always have to make sure your reputation precedes you and you're not preceding it, because that doesn't work out in the long run. But when your reputation precedes you, it leads to opportunities that would otherwise have taken you years to cultivate. But it took you a short amount of time because of influence. Well, there's influence in purchasing decisions, shaping public discourse, or pioneer new industry standards. Influence fueled by fame opens doors that you can only imagine right now. Literally. And this brings us to number three. When you got famous, or when you are famous, it expands your network. Your network expands effortlessly. See, it opened doors to high value connections that it would otherwise took you years upon years upon years to build. See, fame is like a magnet. See, it attracts other successful entrepreneurs and investors and industry leaders who recognize the power of being associated with you. See, people naturally gravitate towards those with influence, making partnerships, collaborations, and strategic alliances more accessible than ever when you gain fame. See, well-known brands and influencers will literally seek you out, not just because of what they got to offer you, but because of the credibility and visibility your name brings to the table. See, the more recognizable you are, the more valuable your presence becomes in any room, leading to exclusive business opportunities, joint ventures, high impact collaborations that accelerate your success to a level that you couldn't even imagine right now. And these levels bring you so many financial opportunities, which lead us to number four. Fame or having fame or being famous gives you compounding financial opportunities. See, fame just doesn't bring you attention, it opens doors.
When you get known for that one thing, other financial opportunities will start to find their way to you.
Entrepreneurs who build strong personal brands can monetize their fame in a variety of ways. Like, number one, through endorsements and sponsorship deals, like with big brands. Big brands are willing to pay top dollars for partnerships with influential figures. And this is why being famous is so important. You also get lucrative contracts, like for media deals to joint business ventures, or fame makes negotiation easier or more profitable. Like, you can ask for more money when you got more fame because You know what your name and your brand does. You know what you bring to the table. And the more you understand what you bring to the table, you know that, hey, if I put my name on it, I know this is going to increase your bottom line by 20%, 30%, 40%, or 60%. That's what fame does. See, and it gives you book or movie deals too. See, well-known entrepreneurs often lead to publishing and media opportunities that establish them as thought leaders. And it gives you the ability to get more speaking engagement. You get more speaking engagement when you're famous. Like public figures command higher speaking fees and get invited to more speaking engagement within their industry, right? And this leads to income opportunities like, bro, like you can get paid $5, $10, $15, $20,000 just to show up and say 30 to 40 minutes worth of words. Literally, this is what like it gives you compounding financial opportunities, and it also allows you to merchandise and license your name. See, personal brands can create their own product lines, from fashion to tech to educational courses. Like I do educational courses, and I teach entrepreneurs how to level up in this game called business. I don't know if you really understand the power of fame. Like, look at what fame did for Rihanna. Rihanna leveraged her fame to build the billion-dollar beauty industry brand called Fenty Beauty. And then George Clooney co-founded Casamigos. Going up at Casamigos. Like, I know you know what Casamigos is. A lot of people know what Casamigos is. But that's a George Clooney brand. And he used his fame to catapult that to $1 billion company. Elon Musk uses his fame every day to dominate headlines and attract new investors to Tesla and SpaceX. And look at Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner turned her social media influence into a beauty empire with Kylie Cosmetic. I think she's worth $1 billion now, and she just used her fame. She used her fame. Let me say it again. She used her fame to create $1 billion. The more famous you become, the more lucrative doors will open for you, allowing you to allowing you to diversify your income and create wealth beyond your initial business ventures, beyond what you initially even thought. And this brings us to number 5. Fame gives you personal satisfaction. Why? Because fame validates your hard work, your creativity, and your contributions to this life, to this generation, providing a deep sense of accomplishment and recognition for your efforts. It serves like as a testament to the value that you bring to your industry and the people you influence. Beyond financial rewards, fame grants you the platform to inspire, to educate, creating a lasting change that lasts beyond your years here on this planet. Like it enables you to share your message with the wider audience. It allows you to motivate others to pursue their ambitions and leave a meaningful legacy, whether through mentorship, philanthropy, or thought leadership. The recognition that comes with fame allows you to shape industries, influence generations, and literally make a global impact, like make a dent in the world. Like my goal is to make a dent in this world. Like I'm going to make a dent in this world. Okay, Donnie, I get it. As an entrepreneur, I need to focus on increasing my fame. I need to focus on becoming more famous. But how do I, or where do I start? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me give you the 5 practical steps that I use to grow my fame and my influence and to become a go-to name in my field. The first step I used was deciding on what I wanted to become famous for. So step number 1 is you got to define what you want to be famous for, because you can't be famous just for any and everything. You have to pick, what is it that you want to be known for? What is it that you want people to know you for? Because to establish a lasting presence, you must focus on a niche. You must focus on an industry. You must focus on some area of expertise. Like you can't be a generalist of everything. You got to focus on one thing. What is it that you want to be known for? Like what's your area of expertise where you can build deep credibility? Choose something that aligns like with your passions, with your skills, something like you already have on demand. Like I'm a natural teacher. I teach naturally, right? I love to learn, and I love to go and teach what I learn. You're watching this video because I want to become known for teaching you as an entrepreneur how to level up in this game called business. See, your name has to become synonymous with your specialty, with your expertise. Like you got to become an EP, an expert player in this game of business. Just like people know me, it's Donnie. That's that guy to talk about business. He's one of those business consultants. He help entrepreneurs. Donnie, that's the guy who teach people how to better play the game of entrepreneurship. Like when people think of you in your industry, they should immediately think of what you do. This level of association turns your expertise into a brand, and it makes you the go-to authority in your field, like creating just natural opportunities for business growth and recognition for you. So figure out what is it that you want to become famous for. Like my wife wants to become famous for helping women to express themselves in a bold way. Like my daughter's, she's going to be famous for entertaining people. My son wants to be famous for gaming. Like, what is it that you want to be known for? Again, I want to be known for helping entrepreneurs and teaching people because that's what I love to do. That aligns with my passion. That aligns with my skills. Is something that I just do naturally. But the first step in getting famous is first discovering or understanding what it is that you want to be famous for. What is it that you want to be known for? When people say your name, what's next to it? Like, again, that's Donnie, the business consultant, or that's Danielle, my wife, Danielle, that's the makeup girl, right? That's the beauty girl. Like, what do you want to be known for? When people think of you, you got to think of how you want them to think of you. You got to be intentional about that. Because whatever you like, again, when I say the name Kanye West, you know what he's famous for. When I say the name Steve Jobs, you know what they're famous for. Or when I say the name Myron Golden or Earn Your Leisure, like you know what these people are famous for. If I say Wall Street Trapper, you know what he's famous for. Like I don't know if you know these people, but if you do, you know them because of what they do. You know them based on their expertise. Like, you know Taylor Swift, you know Beyonce, like you know Lil Wayne, you know all these people because they're expert in their field. They're good at what they do. So figure out again what it is that you want to be known for. And the second step to getting famous is you got to create content. And you can't just create any content. You have to create valuable content. Content is the vehicle for fame. The goal is to help people whenever they come across you. That's the goal. The goal is, listen to me. The goal is to help people whenever they come across any piece of your content. Is to help them. Like you got to post consistently on social media. You got to consistently post on social media helping people. Post something that actually help people. Don't give them fluff. Like share insights. Like show your thought leadership. Show why it is that they should listen to you. Like present your value. Like whether that's on podcasts or YouTube videos like the one you're watching. Like whether it be an education or you entertaining them. You got to constantly engage your audience and add values to their life. Post what they like. Post what they want. Talk about what it is that they are interested in. Again, not what you're interested in, what they are interested in. But content is the vehicle for fame. Like if you want to grow your fame at scale, you got to create lots of content. And this is why you're watching this video. I'm growing more famous with every single person that watches this video who's an entrepreneur, understanding who want to understand how to better play this game in business, right? So create lots of content, lots of it, and then push it out there. Like there's nothing more better than waking up knowing that you're creating content that thousands of hours of content was consumed when you woke up in the morning because you're posting or putting stuff out there that's valuable. And that stuff that is valuable, those people go and share with other people because, again, they want to say, hey, I found him first or I found her first. Right. And this is how you begin to expand your reach by constantly posting content. And again, not just any content, valuable content, because content, again, is the vehicle that drives you to fame. And the third way to get famous is to build relationships and network. Look, fame doesn't happen in isolation. You have to expand your reach. Like, you got to get out of the house. Like, you got to do something different. Like, if you want to grow your fame, you got to get around people. Like, you got to attend industry events and conferences. You got to go. I don't know what else to say. You got to go to these events. Like, anything, whatever is that you are specializing in, or whatever industry you are in, you got to go to these industry events and conferences and meet people. Again, becoming famous just means how many people know you, how many people know your name and what you do. Like, that's what fame is. Just how many people know you and what you do. So the more people that come across you and know you and what you do, the more fame you have. So that's why you got to get out and meet people. You got to start collaborating with influential people. Like, sometimes these when you collaborate with influential people, they might have a much bigger audience than yours. And maybe you can trade some in exchange for their audience to get to know your name and who you are and what you do. But you got to get out of your bubble. Like, if you want to be a great entrepreneur, like, you can't stay in this bubble of not talking or collabing or finding or reaching out to people. No, you got to find a way to get around more people. Because, again, the more people that know you and what you do, the more famous you are getting. I mean, the more famous you are becoming, right? So, like, join online communities and forums. Like, put your expert opinion in, like, speak on things in the industry, show yourself as a thought leader in your own industry. So, hey, no, I don't believe things are like this. I believe things should be like that. Like, just show up where people are so that more people can get to know who you are and your name, and be authentic and supportive. Like, people promote those they like and trust. So be your authentic self and literally express your opinions, because when your opinions look different than everybody else's opinions, people want to turn to look like, oh, like, why did he say that like this? Or why does she believe these things? Or why did he say the framework is made this way versus how everybody else said? Like, all I'm saying is show up where people are so more people can get to know you. And when you show up where people are, again, the key is always to add value. Add value. When you attend an industry event, go there to add value. Go there to figure out how you can help someone else. And collide. And when you go and try to collide with people, go figure out how you can help them. How can you increase their brand? How can you make them grow? And when you go on their forums, make people see things from a different perspective. And the fourth way to increase your fame or grow your fame is to use media and publicity strategically. See, what I mean by that is you got to learn to leverage media to amplify your visibility. Like, you need to start writing articles and guest posts in major publications. When I say major publications, like, contribute to things on big blogs that you know about. Like, put your opinions out there. Like I said previously, like, start putting your opinions out there where people can see it on big platforms, whether it be big blogs, whether it be anything that a lot of people follow and comment, or anything that a lot of people read. Like, I don't know what people's reading these days. I don't know what articles they read a lot about, but all I know is you need to show up on those things. Like, you need to get featured on podcasts and TV interviews. Like, you need to find out, like, who has a big podcast and who has a big podcast with a large audience that I can get in front of and do an interview with. Like, you need to figure out these things and get on and do TV interviews, even if you got to pay for them. Again, the goal is to get more people to know you and who you are and what you do. You got to learn to create viral moments aligned with trending topics. Like, you have to learn this. You have to invest in public relations and PR and get featured in major publications. Like, put your name out there. Show yourself as an authority. Show yourself as an expert and show up where people are. Like, if you need the publication in Forbes, get yourself in Forbes. Get yourself in major publications that have a large audience so you can expand the amount of people that know you. But you need to leverage media in a way that increases your visibility. Again, whether that's Whether you're featured on popular podcasts that are going on right now, or you're creating viral moments on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, or investing in PR. But you got to focus on leveraging media to amplify your visibility. And this leads us to number 5. In order to grow your fame or increase your fama, you must brand yourself for recognition. This is what I mean. See, once you establish credibility and visibility, people should refer to you by name and expertise. When your name becomes synonymous with your field, opportunities easily become effortlessly, because when people say your name, they know your expertise. They can't say your name without understanding your expertise. And when people understand your expertise because they hear your name, like, oh man, that guy right there, that guy talks all about business. Like he knows what he when it comes to business, he knows what he's talking about. It's just like no different than like I listen to Meet Kevin, right? When it comes to the market, I know he's an expert and a journalist on the stock market and investments, or people like Wall Street Trapper. He's basically a guru or an expert when it comes to investing into stocks, especially for first-time beginners. Like he's teaching people how to navigate the market who has never ever navigated the market. Like when you hear these names, when you hear names like Myron Golden, or when you hear names like Seth Rogen, or when you hear names like who else? Like what's the guy? Robert Kiyosaki, whatever. When you hear these people's names, you know them for their expertise. See, fame isn't just for celebrities. It's a business tool. When you embrace visibility, you just make sales easier, and you attract high value clients and customers, and you unlock endless opportunities for yourself. See, every day you wait to build your presence is just another day of making success harder than it needs to be. Well, that's all I have for you today. And the goal, as always, is to learn at a rapid pace so that you can remain a strategic player in this game called business. And don't forget to put in the comments any tips or tactics that you may use to increase fame so that we can all learn together.